All right, today's 20-minute video, we're gonna start on the ground. So get down on your back, feet together, arms out to the side, and let's just let those knees fall to the left, tighten up the abdomen, bring it back to the middle, to the right. And we're just gonna go back and forth, hip crossover. We're gonna start slow, get everything nice and loose, then ramp it up a little bit, get breathing a little bit heavier. Go ahead and stop right in the middle. Get in that hip bridge position. Push through those heels. Bring that pelvis up. Couple second hold. Down. Repeat. Getting 15 right there. We're going to go for 5 more. All right. Left leg out. If you're just beginning, both legs out. If you've been coming a while and your ab strength's pretty good. So I'm going to start with one leg bent up. We're going to do a leg raise. Just kind of kick that leg up. Whatever your hamstring mobility allows. So we're loosening the hamstring. It's also a low-level ab exercise. So lower slowly, kick. So we're working on mobility through movement, loosening of the joints. You don't need to just hold static stretches all the time. Good. We're going to go ahead and switch legs and go. Anytime I'm in this position, I like palms up, let those shoulders relax back. We're always in a forwarded, rounded shoulder position. All right, back down. So put that left leg out. Actually, let's tuck that left knee in, grab it. And we're going to do a single leg hip bridge. Okay? That's 12. Let's switch legs. Focus on pushing through your heel of that foot on the ground. It's a very small little movement. You don't need to be jerky neither. You want a nice smooth pattern. Make that movement come from the glute. Hamstring's probably feeling it. Good. Now back to that hip crossover. You can stay how we did it the first time, feet on the ground, or bring those knees up 90 degrees. And we're going to fall to the left. Make sure you tighten up that stomach, bring them all the way back. This is definitely going to be a little more advanced. It's a bit more on the abs. It's natural if you're scooting down off of your mat. All right, go ahead and sit on up. Going to keep working that mobility. So I'm going to have you get right here, feet as close as you can. We're going to end up in a 90-90 position, we like to call it. So you'll see I have one leg pretty much 90 degrees. The other one is back 90 degrees. So you have two options with this. We can either, you can try to do it where you don't use your hands and you rotate into that position there. So we're over here. Or keep your hands close and really just keep it tight back to this position. So once we're here, I'm going to have you lean into the stretch over that front leg, and then we're going to rotate and lean. We're going to just start with this a few times. Then and we're going to add another component. Just get used to that movement. You end up 90 degrees, you're nice and tall, so when you fold forward, you're folding at your lower back. You're not all rounded, you're kind of tall, leaning in, getting a little bit of a stretch. Okay, one more time here like this. Now, when we come back this way, I'm on my left side with my left arm. I want you to really reach out just as far as you can. Then come back tall and then reach out. So my left hand's out forward. Then we're going to rotate. And with my left arm, because I have my right knee on the ground, I'm reaching. Then I'm coming up tall and reaching straight out with my left or both, folding over that knee. And let's repeat. One more time. Go ahead and stop in the middle. Legs back out straight, hands behind you. Get that chest open. Try to get your pinky fingers as close as you can get them. Chest up and out. Reach that chest to the sky. All right, we're going over onto our hands and knees position. Get those knees apart, kind of like your squat stance, toes into the ground. Rock back into that rocker squat, we call it. You're just rocking back, chest up. Go ahead and rock forward. I want you to tuck your pelvis underneath. Round that upper back. Then rock back again into that position there. We'll get one more time. Tuck it under. Rock back. Good. We're going to go up into that push-up position. I want you to step forward, step back. Go ahead and lead with the other leg. Good. Step in, leave it, drop to the ground, right into bird dogs. Extend that right arm, left leg, tight stomach. Back should be flat. Bring it down, alternate. Switch. Good. Back up into that push-up position. Let's go into that pump stretch or downward dog position. Drive those hips up and back. Reach those hips to the sky. Heels towards the ground. Pump the chest a few times. Come on down to that push-up position. I want you to open up your hip and drive your knee up and out. And then back up. You can pump those heels. Back to that push-up position. Feet apart a little bit. Walk your hands up so your butt's going up. You should be right in here, getting a stretch on those hamstrings and lower back. Go ahead and sink down into a squat, whatever depth you can get to. Hang out, pushing those knees out. Straighten out those legs. Repeat. Back up. A couple more times. One more time. We're going to come all the way up. And we're going to go into some squats. Get that shoulder width stance. Stay with me. I want to practice, use this time together to really master the form. So I want you to pull yourself down into that squat. Hands here, hands out here, wherever you want them. We're going to tilt that pelvis back a little bit, tight stomach, sink down into that, pulling yourself towards the ground, and then come on up. Good. Right into some good old calisthenics. Now, if you're not jumping, we're just going to step and do a jumping jack, just stepping, okay? If you're jumping, let's go. Remember, it's just this, if that's where you're at. All right, right down into a plank. Onto the mat. Forearms and up. Tuck that tail, draw that stomach in, push the upper back away. Then anytime you got to drop to your knees, go ahead. All right, go ahead. Back on our feet. We're going to take that squat pattern to more of a X squat. Get the heart rate going a little more, or just regular squats, okay? Ready, X squat, feet together. Move the mat out of the way. We're going to jump forward, back in the middle, backwards. Okay? Just your normal width on your squat. Like I said, just squats if this isn't working for you. And go ahead and rest. Active rest. Come on, march in place. Keep that heart rate up. We're going to go into a side step shuffle here in a minute. All right, so go ahead and stop. Step to the left, cup, touch, little shuffle, touch. You don't even have to reach the ground if you don't want. You can be right here. Okay? And rest. Take that wide stance. Lean into that left side. Hang out. Feel that stretch on that adductor. Alternate. Back and forth. All right, back up tall. We're going to get some high knees in. Ready. Run. In place. Nice and high. Get those knees up. Tighten up that stomach. You're just marching if you can't do this. And relax. Back to the ground. Side plank. So, get that right arm underneath you. Knees tucked back. This will be the easier progression. That's where you're at. That's going to still be difficult. Or extend. And go up. 30 seconds. That feels like 30. No clock. All right, this time I got a clock. Let's go up. You should be breathing heavy. And rest. Go ahead. Get into that child pose. So sit back into your heels. Hang out for a few seconds. Reach those arms out. All right, we're going to finish with a couple world's greatest stretches. We're going to master that movement. So you're up nice and tall. We're going to take a big step back with our right leg. Hands are inside your foot. You should be on railroad tracks. Your feet are apart. Drive that inside elbow down. Hang out for a few seconds. Rotate that same arm up, palms facing forward. You're looking up at your hand. That knee doesn't fall out. It stays right over your ankle. Bring it back down. Go ahead and lift that front foot up by pushing your hip to the sky. Back heel towards the ground. Step it forward. Switch sides. Drive your elbow down. Hang out for a few. Rotate up. Back down. Lift. One more each side. Stand up. Hang out in this position here. Let that lower back be rounded. I want you to tighten up your abdomen. Curl up nice and slow. Big arms up overhead. We're going to dive back down. Arms out to the thigh. Curl at the, don't push your hips back. Curl at the spine. One vertebrae at a time. Hang, reach, relax. Curl up. Arms up again. One more time. Curl on up. Go ahead and reach those hands to the sky. Stay there. A little bit to the right. Left. Dive those hands out of it into the lower back. Tighten up the glutes. Pull those shoulders back. Pinching those shoulders. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Go ahead and relax. Some big arm swings. Palms facing in. Again, glutes are always tight. Get that posture in check. Loosen up that joint, those shoulder joints. Palms down. Good. Finish with a little bit of a neck stretch. Grab your head on the left side and pull it towards the left. Or grab it on the right side, sorry, pull it to the left. Posture, again, check in. You can kind of do repetitions here. One more time. Let's switch sides. We're coming up on 20 minutes, maybe a bit over. Anywhere in that range, you'll see. I got a little sweat going. Just a little bit of full body movement. It's going to help with recovery. It's going to burn some calories. It's going to work mobility and loosening. And you're going to feel good. All right. Keep moving.